Hello students, welcome to Sarvasya classes. Today our topic is reasoning aptitude, and here a passage is given and some informations are also given in this passage. So on the basis of this passage we have to solve some question. Now at first let's read the passage very carefully. 8 people, A, B, C, D, E, F, G and 8. So it's given that here are 8 people are sitting around a circular table. So they are sitting around a circular table facing to the center. Now each of them belongs to different cities. So each of the 8 people belongs to the different cities, that is Noida, Jaipur, Chandigarh, Kanpur, Haridwar, Shimla, Patna and Kochi, but not necessarily in the same order. So it's not necessary that the person A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H will belong to these states in the same order. Now E is third to the left of G. So it's given that E is third to the left of G. The one who belongs to Jaipur is on the immediate right of E. The one who belongs to Jaipur is on the immediate right of E. Now, who is not from Noida? It's given that the person who belongs to Jaipur is on the immediate right of E, and E is not from Noida. Now, B is fourth to the right of H. Neighbor B, or neither B nor H, is an immediate neighbor of E. Now F belongs to Kanpur and is third. F belongs to Kanpur and is third to the right of the person who belongs to Jaipur. Now the person who belongs to Shimla is second to the left of the person who comes from Kanpur. The person who came from Patna is second to the left of E. A belongs to Chandigarh and sits exactly between F and H. Now the person who comes from Haridwar is second to the right of the person who comes from Chandigarh. C is the third to the left of F. So here enough informations are given, and on the basis of these informations, at first let's make a seating arrangement of these 8 people. Now this we will make the seating arrangement along with their cities. So let's take this as the circular table, and okay, let me take a new color. Now from this we can say that here is G who comes from Noida. Now here in this position let's take F who comes from Kanpur. Again in this position here is A who comes from Chandigarh. Chandigarh. In this position here is H who comes from Patna. Now in this position here is D who comes from Haridwar. In this position here is E who is from Kochi. After E here is C that who comes from Jaipur. Now in this position here is B who comes from Shimla. Okay, so I have prepared the seating arrangement of the persons, and also I have derived the places from where they are. So now let's solve the questions. Okay. Now here is our first question. The question is, the person who sits between C and D belongs to which of the following cities? The person who sits between C and D belongs to which of the following cities? So at first we have to find the person who is between C and D, and then we have to find the city where he belongs. Now here 5 options are given. So now at first let's find out the person who sits between C and D. Okay. So here is C and here is D. So the person between C and D is E, and he is from Kochi. So here option 4, that is Kochi, is the correct answer, and the person is E. Okay, so now let's go to our next question, and the question is who comes from Shimla? So we have to find the person who comes from Shimla, and from the chart we can easily say that option 2, that is B, comes from Shimla. So B is the answer. Now here is our next question, and the question is H comes from which of the following cities? So we have to find the city from where H comes. Now H comes from Patna, that is option 1. So from the chart we can easily say that H comes from Patna. Now our next question is, which of the following statements is true about B? So here 5 statements are given, and we have to find out which statement is true about B. B is second to the right of F. B is on the immediate left of H. B comes from Shimla. All are true and none of the above. So option 3, that is B comes from Shimla, is true about B. So option 3, that is B comes from Shimla, is the correct answer. Okay. Now here is our last question, and the question is, who comes from Noida? So we have to find out the person who comes from Noida, and from the chart we can easily say that G comes from Noida, that is option 4, G comes from Noida. So the answer is G.